am your co-host, Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women become their strongest and fittest selves one small step at a time. And I have my usual co-host here with us, Renata.
Hello, everyone. It's Renata from Nourish with Renata, your intuitive nutrition coach, here to empower you to nourish your body, mind, and spirit.
Yes, and a now familiar face, we have Mary, if you would like to introduce yourself, and then we have a question that is geared specifically toward you.
Hey guys, I'm Mary. I am an author of a book called Lighten Up Your Life, and I've got my second book coming out this fall, and I host retreats called the Slow Down Retreat. So I encourage women to live intentionally, slow down their life so they can really enjoy themselves.
And who doesn't want to do that?
Right?
I know. So if you're not following Mary or you're not in Mary's world, if she is new to you, go follow her, go get in her world. You will not regret it. So speaking of not regretting it, we have a question about what is the most powerful thing you've learned about your body during your health journey? And I say that it has to do with not regretting because I'm assuming when you began this process of being in all of us being in each other's world a few years ago, my hope is that you don't regret it and that you like where you are now compared to where you were. It has been a process, but yeah, tell us what is the most powerful thing that you've learned about your body on your journey?
Well, I love where I'm at. I don't just like it. I love it. You guys have both been so beneficial and helpful in my life and have taught me so many things. So I'd say that probably the biggest thing I've learned is how to be in my body and how to feel what my body is feeling. And so one of the best parts of that is pleasure and joy and feeling all of those really amazing, good bliss, that word bliss. I don't know that I ever really felt that. And I'm sure it was there, but I wasn't paying attention to it. I was paying attention to the pain and the heartache and the suffering. And, it's really easy to feel those things. And yeah, since I've been on this health journey, I've been, nourishing my body with good food that makes it feel good. I've been moving my body. So I've been connecting my mind and my body and all of the things. Everything has kind of added up to now I know what it feels like to be me and in my body. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that's come out of this whole journey, and can really embrace and enjoy the feelings of the positive feelings. So
love that. And a follow-up question for you, because we might have people watching who are sitting there saying, yeah, that's great for you. But,
easy for you.
But yes, easy for you to say, great for you. Good job, you. Go
Yeah.
you. But I'm here in my body.
Yeah.
So rewind a few years when you were first starting out. Did you think that feeling this good, how you feel now, and the way that you go through life, did you think it was possible? And how did that frame of mind change over time?
Like when I think about my whole journey, I do have moments, I'm 40 years old. So I have many years of I feel like my health has ebbed and flowed over those 40 years. So there were moments in my life where I was healthy. I think one of the biggest things that I did in the last 2 years was stop drinking alcohol. And so when I say healthy, I was exercising, I eating pretty decent, but I was still consuming alcohol. And that has been a big piece of me really being able to feel how my body feels. Cause I think I know when I was drinking, I wasn't drinking every night, but I was drinking, I was partaking, and alcohol really fogged my my connection between my mind and my body. I was different when I was drinking alcohol. And so I think that was a big piece of like, oh, in my whole 40 years, besides, when I was young, I wasn't drinking alcohol, obviously, but as a child, but I wasn't as in tune with myself. I wasn't 10 years old and being like, I can feel in my body, I didn't have that, insight. But now as an adult, like how I've evolved, I think that probably has been one of the biggest pieces of this. Like, it was the icing on the cake that really helped me connect. So yeah, this is probably the healthiest I've ever felt in my whole life when I think about it. Yeah.
What a cool feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I love it.
This is 40, guys.
Whoa.
I mean, you guys don't
40?
know, but this
Yeah.
is 40.
40
so.
and fabulous.
Yep.
And Renata, I know you share a lot of similarities with Mary in terms of you don't drink. You have been on you've been on a health journey. We all are in some form or fashion, but yours recently, you also have written a book about your recent health journey. So I'm going to turn the tables and ask you, what is the most powerful thing you have learned about your body on your health journey?
Great question. So nothing. Basically, I'm perfect. No, I'm kidding. For me, number one, I want to address two things. So firstly, in regards to what Mary just shared, I think oftentimes we don't realize that we use a lot of things to help us manage emotions that we either don't want to feel or that we want to heighten, right? Yes. And so the idea for Mary, and we've talked about this a lot offline, is like, she found that alcohol was helping to manage feelings by diminishing them to an extent, right? And we all do that with different things. For some people, it might be emotional eating. Like, it might be, I'm going to put food, like literally on top of this feeling I have inside of me. Or it could be over exercising. I want to increase that endorphin high so I don't have to feel necessarily negative emotions. And so getting in touch with what is the thing that I'm using to help me manage emotions, perhaps to my detriment, is really important. Now, this relates to what I wanted to share about my most recent book. Is that I realized that I was putting so much on my proverbial plate that my stress levels were through the roof. And if you haven't seen or heard about that most recent book that I wrote, really the stress itself was what caused a chronic issue. And so I ended up getting shingles. And the shingles were very weird because, I'm obviously in the health and wellness industry. I eat well, I exercise, like I'm doing the meditation, like I'm doing all the things that people say you should do to manage your stress. But I really wasn't dealing with the root cause of that stress. And so that second book is all about my journey in regards to, helping myself look at stress differently and really finding the root cause of it. And knowing that things like nutrition, sleep, as well as working out, all support finding that root cause and diminishing it as much as possible. So those are two, really great examples of how the health journey can affect you so much more than what you look like, because really it's about the internal journey more than anything else.
Yep.
So good. So good. I like that you guys are my friends. It's just helpful to have people who you can surround yourself with that are all on similar journey. Not everybody's journey is going to look the same. Obviously, actually, everybody's is going to look different, but having people who are on a similar journey and you can share things that work, things that you've discovered, that you can share your perspective on things, and all in coming from a place of love and support. And I love that that's part of what these Q&As do. Is if you're out there watching this and you're on your journey and you don't feel like you have that support, hopefully these Q&As make you feel like you do have that support. You do have people in your corner and rooting for you and being a resource, because I know, speaking for the three of us here, we are. If you want to reach out, it's open door kind of policy here. So thank you guys for contributing to this effort of helping women be healthier and take over the world. So we will leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode.